Man never expected to be caught by Jenny while he was out on a date with another girl. Without missing a beat, Jenny said, "No need to explain, just kiss me." Jack blinked, confused. "Why?" he asked. Jenny replied, "You need to apologize with actions, not words." Turns out, Jack had always been anti-romance. When he was little, his parents constantly fought, and eventually each left with their new partners, leaving Jack behind to be raised by his aunt. Since then, he'd carried a shadow in his heart. He stopped believing in love and threw himself into his studies. Even though he didn't believe in romance, there was one friend he'd grown up with, Anna. It was the first day of school, and on the way there, Anna kept talking about how she was going to reinvent herself as a cute and popular girl this year. Jack gave her a half-hearted reply. Romance just wasn't something he cared about anymore. When they got to class, it was time for seat assignments. Jack drew a spot in the very last row. He figured, not bad, back row has its perks. Just then, a girl walked in and sat right down next to him. Her name was Jenny. She had just returned from abroad, and on her very first day at school, she had already been confessed to over 20 times. But Jack didn't even glance her way. He couldn't care less. That caught Jenny's attention. In the days that followed, Jack remained cold and indifferent to her, and that only made Jenny more interested. After all, she had never met a guy who wasn't swayed by her charm. So after class, Jenny struck up a conversation with Jack and asked if she could walk home with him. Jack was immediately suspicious. He kept telling himself not to fall for it, there had to be some kind of trap. So he asked her straight out, "What do you want from me? Trying to make me the class joke or something? I'm not going to let you get away with it." But Jenny stayed calm and simply said, "I like you." The entire class went silent. Everyone was stunned. Then Jenny stepped closer and wrapped her arm around Jack's. And just like that, the two of them walked home together. As they walked, Jack suddenly pulled her into the nearby woods.